Hey, guys, Ozempic doesn't work on everybody. Which is heartbreaking to know.
I don't mean to laugh at that. It just was quite the way to open the show. You know, like hey, guys, this miracle drug doesn't work for everybody.
Hey, you might not be a candidate. And I thought it was really interesting. This all came from an Amy Schumer interview that she talked about her experience. This was on the Howard Stern show. Her experience with Ozempic. And they decided to bring out some medical facts, which I was like obsessed with. So Amy Schumer, famously, she's talked about it quite a bit, in 2022, tried to use Ozempic. She said that she lost quite a bit of weight, 30 pounds, but she wasn't able to get her head off the pillow because she was so nauseous.
Oh, that's problematic.
So it's a GDF15 sensitivity that is in a certain amount of humans. They don't say what the percentage is.
GDF15?
Am I right,
that
Queen?
GDF15.
That GDF15.
It's my every time.
And they say that this is very interesting. That's why I was asking you today. Mm-hmm. If you are somebody who got really nauseous when you're sick, this is a big component to that nausea that you get while I'm not sick. I'm sorry, when you're pregnant, is getting sick while you're really nauseous, like the can't stand up and do anything nausea that you can get for a very long time. Mm-hmm. You're most likely sensitive in this area. And it was wild. This whole interview is crazy because she also talks about how she was so thankful that the internet attacked her during an interview that she did where they claimed that she looked like she had, quote, moon face. Well, if you know anything about Cushing's syndrome, that's one of the signs. So she goes, it was really wild because they were like, hey, you're not only puffy, but you have this like signature moon face that goes with this disorder. Is how she got diagnosed. I mean, like how she got into to go look into being diagnosed with Cushing's syndrome.
So let me get this straight. The trolls actually
helped. I know.
In like a way that they weren't trying to help.
No, they weren't trying to get
twisted. They
but
weren't trying to help.
You got to seek help where you can get it. You got to look for the positives in the negative comments.
From now on, I just want to blame everything on that GDF15.
That GDF15. That GDF15.
It just rolls off.
I'll write it down.
So well.
I feel like we should blame everything on it from now going forward.
There's like a slight southern accent and sound kind of mad about it when you say it.
JDF15.
It's true. I know that. I actually do know one person who said, everybody's losing a ton of weight on this. I've been on it for like a year and I've only lost 10 pounds. I'm like, actually, that does suck. Like,
I know.
You think it's going to be this really miracle cool thing because it has been for so many people. It changed so many people's lives once we started openly talking about these GLP-1 medications. But I can imagine that when you're like, okay, I qualify, everything's paid for, it's insured, I'm ready to go.
Right.
And then it doesn't really work.
Yeah, she was like, it worked in the sense that I lost a lot of weight, but I literally couldn't stand up, couldn't play with my son. Said, all right, bye. I think the same thing happened with Chelsea Handler. I think it was more along the lines of Chelsea Handler. It was before they really knew the name of this. Is somebody had brought her to like one of these clinics where it's like, oh, let's do an IV and also we'll get a shot that'll help with our appetite, Oh,
like they weren't calling it like Ozempic.
And then she got super sick and then found out it was one of these GDF15 sitches. And you go, oh, that sucks. And you're so right, Kendall. Can you imagine? You're like, oh, I'm ready. I'm set to go.
Yeah.
And now I have an intolerance to this.
And if you're at that point too, you have tried so many other things. Like this was supposed to be the miracle drug.
Yeah.
I also think when you're like, oh, I lost 30 pounds. And you would be though, like, okay, if I'm only a little sick, maybe I can hack it. But then it's like, nobody can even see me, even though I look so good because I'm barfing in bed. GDF15.
She even said, I have this gene, GDF15, which makes you extremely prone to nausea, which is why I was so sick during my pregnancy, y'all.
Did you get really sick when you were pregnant?
No.
Oh, I was talking to Mike.
Of course. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'd
good.
assumed it was me. I'm embarrassed. I'm
Handled it
a
really
monster.
well.
Let me go throw myself out a window. Such a narcissist over here.
God, Brittany, it's all about you.
I did not. I did love second trimester a lot because I felt good. I went from feeling icky to the first trimester, and then second trimester I could like feel myself become again.
Yeah.
So, but nothing. I had a friend. My friend Alex couldn't get off the freaking bathroom floor. Miserable. Like she has 2 kids and she was never wants to get pregnant again only because her pregnancies are that brutal.
My sister's girlfriend had her baby shortly after me, and she said that she was throwing up so violently that she starting to get like fluid out of her eyes. Like can you imagine?
No.
Like you're that violently ill so consistently that suddenly there's like not fungus, but like fluid coming out of your eyeballs.
It sounds like, what is that, 13 weeks later, whatever that.
Oh no.
Like, it's like that
hell.
rage disease. Like, I was a real like casual thrower upper. Like I'd be living my life and it was here a lot. I'd be like, all right, 1 second during the commercial break, I'd run out, throw up in the bathroom and then come back. Like it would just hit me, throw up, I'd feel better.
Yeah. I'm not, I don't throw up. Like in general, I'm just not really someone that pukes very easily.
Yeah.
And so I was very lucky that I would sometimes get those waves.
Yeah.
Like your mouth waters.
Yes.
Nobody look at me. I'm sweating.
Yeah.
But I'm fine. So that GD
Yeah,
15.
am I right? Oh, it just takes us down a notch. All right, we've declared it. We said it here first. We were excited about this. We are officially calling it the Taylor Swift and Gigi Hadid Super Bowl. There is a lot of
Insiders
that are claiming that Taylor and Gigi have been texting. They are jabbing. They are excited to go mano a mano in the Super Bowl. They're having a lot of fun around it. And they get it. They get that, like, we're going to be annoyed that we are calling it their Super Bowl. But, you know, they might as well lean into it.
Whose outfit is going to be better?
I mean,
Taylor.
that's okay. Yeah, like Taylor will be more thought out, but Gigi's effortlessly cool.
She is, and she's a supermodel.
Well, one we're going to see 7 times. The other one we might see twice.
But
Maybe.
I don't know.
Oh, like you think we're going to see Gigi a lot less?
Oh, substantially,
Yeah.
yes. We might see her once.
You're right.
They're going to focus on Taylor every single time Travis is on the field.
My social media, though, is going to show them both equally.
Well, possibly, yeah.
Mine won't.
We know.
Fearless. She's so like even in this little like she does like Eagle Inspires outfit because she's been dating as we should probably clarify.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She's been dating Bradley Cooper, who is a huge Eagles fanatic. So he will be at the Super Bowl.
Is she dating him, though, Mike?
Dating with my air quotes.
Because she's what, 29 and he's
29.
50?
I don't know how old he is.
They
Not
just-
that really matters, but just the idea that he's a frequent publication shipper and she's a frequent publication shippy. And they often are out doing their publication shippy things.
Like
Yeah.
the Super Bowl.
Like the Super Bowl, which is why we are going to, she's going to make sure we hear enough about this. And this article here, I love it. They're playfully leaning into their rivalry.
Okay. I know we mentioned this a little bit yesterday, but it's worth mentioning again because it's all over my social media. Is Taylor inviting Blake?
Is Taylor, are we saying it together? Is Taylor inviting Blake? What's the over under, Mike? Aren't you doing a bunch of betting around this?
We are doing a bunch of betting around this. I really do not think that is something that Tree Payne will allow to happen.
She's like, I don't care about your friendship. It's
Yeah.
good.
And again, the articles we got yesterday, because again, in addition to these articles, according to insiders, things might get heated between Taylor and Gigi, but ultimately it's all love between them. That's the very same vibe we got from the Page 6 article yesterday saying that, Taylor and Blake are just fine, even though there are reports that their friendship might be waning due to the Justin Baldoni controversy. And I'm like, I don't think their friendship's waning at all. I don't think anything has changed. I just don't think she's going to be seen in public with her.
Yeah, because Blake hasn't been to a game all
No.
season.
No.
And last year, it was constant.
Wisconsin. Of course, that was also last year around the fact that she was at a game, but remember, she brought Blake and she brought Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman and the director of Deadpool and Wolverine, Sean Levy. Yeah. So they were all there. And again, it was for promotional reasons. So I just don't think, again, the biggest reason she has the people that she has in the booth with her, say what you will, in my opinion, it's because of PR. It's always been because of PR. And I don't think they're going to allow that potential negative PR to enter the luxury suite this time.
Guys, I need you to do something for me.
Always.
And everybody watching on YouTube, don't worry, we'll post a link to this. We'll put it on the show page. I just dropped something in the grid. It's on the top of Hot to Go, and it's in bright blue. This article that popped up while we were talking. And I can't unsee.
Do you want me to read the headline or you want to read
Blake
it?
Lively hides away amid It Ends With Us legal saga as Ryan Reynolds appears to pack up for vacation. This is the headline. And there are so many pictures of Ryan Reynolds carrying large duffel bags. And all I can think is that they're making it sound like Blake is hiding in one of these large
She's in one of them, for sure.
Because of the way it's written and these photos, you gotta look though. The way that this headline is written, and then they do these close-up shots of these enormous bags.
The way
the
way your brain is brain, I'm worried that you've got the JDF-15 doll.
I do. You guys, I need you to look at this.
I'm looking.
I need everybody.
No, I would have never.
Watching and listening.
I would have never thought it, but like, it makes me so happy now. The imagery around is Blake hiding in one of these duffels,
like they're going on vacation.
Just
is
spit.
Blake in one of these?
Just spit everywhere.
That one security guy's literally looking down at the bag like, what's in this thing? Man, that thing's heavy.
There's like 7 different close-up shots
Also,
of freaking duffel bags. And like, are you insinuating she's in one?
Like, what do you mean a vacation? Because like, I get it, like a work trip or like, but like, what do you mean a vacation without your family? Like,
I don't know.
I don't know if you're allowed to do that as an adult anymore.
Oh my God. Bodyguards were seen putting an enormous duffel bag in multiple rolling suitcases into the vehicle.
It's
a
her.
floating device for a child and a blankie.
I think you're watching too much Dateline, Kendall.
She's in one of the duffel bags.
Let's be fair. I mean, we know how Taylor gets around backstage.
That's true.
So she's taking a page out of her friend's book. It's no big deal.
Oh my God, I'm laughing so hard I have a headache. Okay.
I want to know how many people would read that article and come to that conclusion and then like put you all in a different room for the rest of your lives. Maybe with bars.
GDF-15.
That GDF-15, am I right?
I'm right. It worked for her. She fit in the
I'm writing that
bag.
on my hand. GDF-T15 will be a tattoo in my life. My first. Okay, Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, yeah, back to real news. Okay.
We've got a lot of leaks that are happening for his Super Bowl set, his halftime show set. And one of those is, even though there's a lot of pressure to play Not Like Us, if you guys remember, Not Like Us is the one that is the Drake diss track that Drake is now currently suing their label around this. There's a lot of pushback saying don't perform it. But there's stuff that's leaked that has shown us a set list that there is no way he is going to leave out Not Like Us.
I have a hard time believing, because of all the betting that's around this, that that's an actual set list.
Yeah.
I think that's just people on the internet having fun with it. With that being said, they did a teaser during one of the AFC or the NFC championship games about the halftime show, and the track for Not Like Us was playing in the background.
Yeah.
They're not afraid to play this song, and they will play it.
Wasn't he like sitting on a chair in the middle of the field?
Yes.
Wasn't that? Yeah, I remember that.
But so like they did this little comeback from commercial, and it's like, and don't miss the Super Bowl 59 halftime show, Kendrick Lamar, and the beat in the background was Not Like Us.
You guys, my social media is full of people being like, this is how you can blend in, starting with Not Like Us to Bad Blood to having Taylor Swift come out.
Your algorithm, man.
It really
things
does.
that pop up sometimes.
I was like, yes. You forget, but you never let go. And I'm like, yeah, I would lose my mind at that.
Okay, so he's got SZA for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, SZA's is announced and she's for sure coming out.
Anybody else?
I don't think anything's confirmed.
Nothing's confirmed, but you know me. I'm the betting guy. I've got all the Vegas lines on too. Maybe or may not be. Now, because of all of the rumors that was around the Super Bowl halftime show with whether or not Lil Wayne should be the actual performer, there's a belief that he could bring Lil Wayne out.
That'd be fun.
We'll see. Future is also a rumored, and then Metro Boomin, also somebody that he has worked with really, really closely. So those three names I just mentioned, Future, Metro Boomin, and Lil Wayne, are all like betting odds standpoint, pretty decent chance that it could happen.
I don't know if we can answer this, but did this year they skew too young? That's a big question that's going around. Again, I hang out with not very many younger people. Like, is this going to pull them to the Super Bowl? I don't know.
I feel like no. I don't think so, because I think that the demo that you're that we're talking about, maybe like boomers are going to go, I don't know who this guy is.
Yeah.
But I would argue that my dad would be like, a lot of the time ago, I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
For Super Bowl halftime shows, but it will still listen and have a good time with it. He's there to watch the game, eat the food, watch the commercials anyway.
Yeah.
And whereas that younger generation, like if you're going to come in it from a Gen Z perspective, they might want to watch the commercials, but we're going to see them on social anyway. They're going to see them on TikTok. Like that is what they're going to watch.
Yeah. So it's like they're kind of investing in their own livelihood in the future.
Right.
Because we had so many millennial-based entertainment. We had Usher last year, Rihanna the year before.
And then right before you go to the year before that, Kendrick Lamar was in the Super Bowl halftime show the year before that.
Yeah.
So we are familiar with Kendrick Lamar. Anybody who watched the Super Bowl should have a knowledge of who Kendrick Lamar is, because we saw him when Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Eminem, and Mary J. Blige did the Super Bowl along with Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
So this isn't new for him.
And at that time, I was on a show with mostly older men, and they were like, that's the worst halftime show I've ever seen. Isn't that funny?
And we all loved it, right?
Of course we all loved it. We nom, 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 nom. Of course. Freaking 50 Cent coming out like Batman.
Yeah.
Laying there. He's stuck upside down.
He's still got an 8-pack.
Was the key word, because he looked stuck.
He looked stuck. The blood was rushing.
But it was like, in the club. Yeah.
Oh
Den of Thieves too.
You Den of Thieves too, bro.
So good.
Yeah,
I wonder, you gotta wonder if the Super Bowl folks.
Yeah, I think they actually go by that. It's SBF.
That's like the word that my parents taught me to use when I was serving all the time. They're like, people get offended if you say guys
Yeah.
or even y'all or anything like that. So folks, nice generic term, and it comes out sometimes.
Yeah, it's fine.
I wonder if they at the Super Bowl are kind of excited that this beef has hit a whole new level.
Oh, yeah.
With Drake, because it's bringing so much more attention to people who were not that interested in Kendrick Lamar, who maybe had never even heard of him or were like, oh, okay, I don't really know that much about him. Now have this sort of in the cultural zeitgeist and are going, well, maybe I do want to watch and listen to this. You know what I'm saying?
You want to know who's the most excited?
Who?
Me, because I'm going to be at my Florida parents' retirement facility area they're having a Super Bowl party.
Oh, nice.
And I'm going to get all the attention as I explain to them who this man is, who he's fighting with.
What he's done?
Like, my mom was like, do you want to go to Nancy's Super Bowl party? And I said, yep. Yes, I do.
Sure do.
You're gonna have,
I love to. You're going to have the best food.
I know.
Because those people are just like jonesing to feed a millennial mom and her toddler.
Yeah, no, it's going to be amazing. So I'll be explaining a lot of, okay, so here's the beef. Here's the problem. And they'll be like, please shut up. And I'll say,
you're going to regret that GDF 15 after you come back.
I'm going to... Dang it. I'm going to need that GDF 15 to calm down.
Get off my back.
Get off my body.
This is my favorite story of the day.
Is it? I thought you might.
Oh, God. Spencer Pratt. Gotta love him. Gotta hate him. There is no in between.
Yeah.
He's been making the rounds since he and Heidi Montag's house burned down. And he said he reached out to Taylor Swift. End quote, first person I reached out to. Night one is Taylor Swift. He said, this is the email. This is going to get read. If I don't get a response, that's also a response. And the people interviewing him are like, really?
Because wasn't it Nick Vile, right?
Yeah. It was from the Vile.
Files.
Thank you. Vile Files. And he's like, okay, bro. He's like, no, really. Because the thing with Spencer Pratt is he has like no fear of the fact that nobody gives a beep about him.
The worst of the worst has been said about him on the internet.
Yeah.
And to that, I go, I wish I had his resiliency.
Yeah, and
he's
like confident.
Totally. And being like, I've had the whole world hated Spencer Pratt for a while. The idea, like you guys know I'm a Swiftie. And like, I'm proud of it.
Yeah.
But if my house burns down,
Like, what?
that would not be my first contact.
He said something along the lines of how she better answer and how he's not. And they're like, she's not going to answer. And he said, here's the deal. This is Spencer Pratt's speculation about Taylor Swift. I think she's going to have Heidi be involved in the Reputation announcement somehow, like an Easter egg for everyone or something. I still haven't given up. That was a big one night. I was like, house just burned down, Taylor. I need you.
What? Shut up. I mean,
his ego is insane.
It really is.
The question is, who's going to be next? Because a month ago, we heard this maybe like a week ago, we heard this exact same story with Alex Cooper. So you go after the number one podcast person in the world.
Yep.
Now you're going after the number one singer in the entire world.
No one is safe.
Who's next?
The president.
He reached out to Leonardo DiCaprio and he was like, no, he's not going to help me. He hates us.
Yeah, like what?
Like
the Prime Minister of the UK, of England.
And it's so funny too because he mentioned that he lost all the presents that she sent him, the PR boxes that they send out with
all the gifts,
all the gifts you gave me directly, and it's like those are PR boxes that they pick and choose who they send it to.
Oh my!
I just am like, Heidi, are you never embarrassed?
There has to be.
Like, you got to be embarrassed.
You're right, but like it definitely he passes the boulder theory.
He does. He would take that boulder.
And like he loves her on a level that I go, okay, a little creepy. Whoa, I can't relate. Like that is, I mean, he is her biggest fan.
It's true.
But she has to have moments of pure cringe. Like what?
I just don't get it.
Who did you email when we were in the car?
Right.
From our burning home?
Who were you DMing?
Yeah. And for why? Oh, okay.
It's so wild. Somebody, was it Pitbull? Is remixing one of her songs. So something did work. Yeah, okay.
Mr. Worldwide?
He's reached out to all the multiple, like he said, like multiple music industry stars, aka freaking everybody. Yeah. Like just throw it out there, something's gonna land, you know? It's like he's remixing I'll Do It from 2010. Pitbull is.
Like, Kendall, I will say this.
What?
You don't have a Spencer in you, but like you guys, there's something you both have that I'm impressed with that I don't have as much, where you're like, we got to get this out here. We got to work on this. We got to like put ourselves in different whatevers. You do have a little of that. And I love that about you guys.
I got the no shame sometimes. I'm like, think whatever you want. I'm going to get it done.
And like, not even like no shame, but like literally like you're the person who goes, we've got to cut up clips. We're great. Let's get us out there. Like, and I just want to do my job kind of vibe sometimes.
Can we just sit down?
Can I like not go to this event?
Like, no, we are going.
We're great, Brittany. Aren't we though?
Dang it.
I can't look in the mirror, but all right, let's do it.
Oh my God. The fact that he throws out there, I think she's going to have Heidi on the Reputation announcement.
And to that I say, I'll be watching. I'll be looking at her. Does she have a snake tat on her ankle?
Are you ready for it?
Are you ready for it? I am. You know what? If we have to go through Spidey to finally get Rep TV, fine. It's the year of the snake, by the way. So that feels like it should be this year.
What does that even mean?
So it's a Chinese New Year, and Year of the Snake is really good if you're in big change mode.
Oh, okay.
It's about transformative. It's about reinventing yourself. The Year of the Snake is a great year for if you're transitioning.
Shed all that bad energy.
Yeah.
We're you're shedding it.
Yeah.
What's the Year of the Horse mean?
I'd have to look it up.
Okay.
Oh, is that the year you're born?
Yeah.
I was Tiger.
Maybe you just knew off the top of your head.
I was Tiger. What were you, Mike?
I've not a clue.
You're probably Tiger.
Oh, yeah, you're
too.
Tiger. We're both 1980.
Well, it depends on what time of the year you were born. Wait, doesn't it matter, like, because their New Year is a little different than ours?
Oh, yeah. Like, it goes from January, so.
Actually, I don't think I am the horse. I think the Chinese menus always messed with me because I'm a January baby. Guys, don't worry. I know you care a lot. I'll make sure to find out.
Yeah.
During this break. YouTubers, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, share this. We love all of you.
Mwah.